Oh, Eastern.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Black Mountain Grill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Come in for
Black Mountain.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back with the Grown Ass Man Show.
Why's it gotta be Black Mountain?
And you know what? It is my favorite. It's my favorite time of year.
Exactly. Why can't it just be Mountain?
Oh, man.
Number one, today is my birthday. Number two, it's the beginning of the college football season. And on the 26th of August, I don't give a fuck about the Mayweather-McGregor fight. The coolest thing going on, Colorado State plays Oregon State that day. Hawaii plays UMass, South Florida versus San Jose State, and Stanford versus Rice over in Sydney, Australia.
Why the fuck are they going to Australia?
Because they got paid $2 million. Most schools got paid $2 million.
And that's the answer.
So
Money.
And the students won't get any piece of that.
yes,
Of course, that's 40. But they'll get a piece of some
So
Australia.
check this out. And then that Thursday, Ohio State, Indiana, Minnesota versus Buffalo, Memphis against Louisiana Monroe, and Arizona State against New Mexico State. And then we have Eastern Michigan against Charlotte, Washington against Rutgers, Navy versus Florida Atlantic, Wisconsin versus Utah State, Northern Illinois against Boston College, and Colorado against Colorado State. That's week one. So let me tell you something. Let's talk about it. Colorado State against Oregon State. I like the upset here. I like Oregon State over Colorado State. Colorado State is a different kind of team. They run a kind of pistol kind of offense. They run a lot of reverses. But Oregon State does, even though they're bottom of the barrel Pac-10, they are very, very good. I would lay my money on
Pac-12.
Pac-12, I'm sorry.
What do you guys think?
What you guys think?
Sparked me, Daylans. You brought up all the games, but no lines. The Navy is like minus 13.5. I think the line is Navy minus. So I love Navy.
Navy
Yeah,
minus
I love
20,
Navy to win by
minus
14.
21 against Florida
It's
Atlantic.
minus 21. I thought it was 13.5. Really?
21 and a half, 21.
Flat 21.
That's what it says today. It's up to the minute.
I love me some Navy.
Navy,
Early in the year, with
because they control the tempo of the game.
They'll kick your ass. They will.
They control the
Option
tempo of the
football,
game.
baby.
And what I
Option
mean by
football.
that is, we're talking about this. We live in Vegas. We're gambling. Navy's the one that you want to put under your radar. But when you live here, that's the one you want.
That's
to
the
put
one
under your radar.
because they dictate tempo.
Because you want to tease it. That's easy money. But if you want to tease the other way, you make real money. A prop bet, Navy minus 28.5 is still a thoughtable thought.
I've never bought down
Thoughtable
points.
thought.
In all the years I've been here, I've
Exactly.
never bought down points. For lesser odds, I've never done that. You know what? I probably should have done that. What do you guys think about Hawaii versus UMass minus 1? UMass is at
I want to know what the over-under is. Because
They haven't put the line. You know what?
I wanna know
Let me
what-
tell you something. Let me tell you something to all you can see.
Dan, where's that game?
In Massachusetts.
So
Okay,
Hawaii's
so
got
Hawaii,
Mass.
because we all know as
Mass.
gamblers, when Hawaii's got to travel all the way
UMass.
across the goddamn country.
bet on UMass.
That's a pick'em.
10-hour flight to
No, but-
Massachusetts.
no, but
No,
actually,
that's
Mark,
13
no.
hours.
Mark, probably at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mark,
game.
Mark, actually, no, you're wrong. Your first question was right. What's the over/under? Forget about the spread.
UMass
don't pick
in
a
the
side.
UMass, you know what? UMass broke my heart a couple years ago.
I think the over.
Because they used to give up, UMass used to give up 50 points a game. And then I had a parlay going, like 10-team parlay.
Yeah.
And it came down to UMass against Virginia Tech. And
Virginia Tech minus 18.5.
yeah, and they scored the total. The game was 6-9 because it was a torrential downpour.
If you had Hawaii in the under, you make money. Which nobody.
South Florida versus San Jose State. South Florida's new coach will not let the offensive coordinator do what he does. So I'm going to take San Jose State with the points for that game.
Oh, how many points?
Minus 25. Charlie Strong will turn a fox into an elephant as far
San
as offense
Jose,
goes.
and Mark brings up another point that you counteracted was they're not up yet. Was what's the over/under? Because spreads are
They
one thing.
won't put
Spreads
that
are
up.
one
They
thing, but
won't put those
teams-
up until tomorrow.
And that's that's got to be around 68, 64,
54.
You guys like to bet college?
Yep.
Oh hell yeah! That's where you make your money. You don't make your money on the NFL, bro.
Yeah. I'm strictly video poker. I don't bet on sports.
Stanford. The interesting one is Stanford versus Rice in Sydney, Australia. I'm saying Stanford will not beat them by 38 points just because
I like that.
it's they're playing away. Both teams are away. And the coaches are just trying to they'll win by 25, but they're not going to win by 38.
Why would you send two teams that are completely outmatched like that all the way to Sydney, Australia to play for those guys?
$2 million a piece to each athletic department.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
And the book wants you to take.
The books want you to
take Stanford.
Yeah.
And the play is Rice. I agree. 38
Because they're
points.
trying to
38
get
points
to
is
give
a
a
lot.
shit about
Traveling
football the way
overseas
they try to
like
get us
that,
to give a shit about soccer.
Yeah.
Because you know why? Rice will lose by 37.
Yeah, they'll lose by 37. They give up a garbage touchdown late. Now, Ohio State versus Indiana, your boys, Nick, what you think? The last 3 years, this has been like one of the closest
Yeah,
games.
it's in Indiana. I don't know, man. You might want to give it to Indiana with 21 points.
21. But you know what? Ohio State's got a point to prove because they play Oklahoma next week.
Yeah, no, and then they got
So they're going
It
to come
could
out.
be a look ahead. Could be a look ahead.
Yeah, but you know what? They're going to come out firing all cylinders.
You want to know what the truth is about that game? If you better bet it now because otherwise you wait till right before kickoff.
It's going to be 24.
21, 22 and a half. You're gonna get the bet of the
Well, it
line
depends
for
on
the
which
dog.
side you're betting on. If you're betting Indiana, you want to wait till right before.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I said,
Minnesota against Buffalo. What you guys think? Buffalo's decent.
Minnesota.
Buffalo is decent, but are they 31 points better? No.
No. I mean, if you just flat talking the game, Minnesota's going to win. Covering the spread.
31 points is a lot.
For Minnesota, especially.
It's a lot.
it is. But it's not. It's also not December snow weather, so it's not going to be a 9 to 7 game that's early. It's not going to happen. It's early. It's good weather.
Well, Minnesota's a bottom feeder in the Big Ten.
But you know what? They had an awesome recruiting year. They had an awesome recruiting
Yeah,
year.
then it's all
But if
freshman.
Minnesota finds a way to stop them because it's not cold weather, and they can't score points.
Yeah, see, that's one thing I weird about college football because they're like, oh, they had a great recruiting class. Yeah, most of them are not going to play for 2-3 years. It's not
They're
college
gonna-
basketball where you've got a great recruiting
They
class.
didn't.
You're going to kick ass right
The
away.
kid I know that plays for Minnesota, the quarterback, they did not redshirt him. He's going to be ready to come in. They're going to throw him to the wolves like Bill Snyder
And Buffalo
did.
doesn't have a Khalil Mack anymore, so.
No, you know what? They got a couple. They got a couple kids from Florida State that transferred from Florida State that are pretty damn good.
Oh, Florida State guys. So, of course, they're great.
You know what? I'm just saying.
Even though Bama's going to beat them by 2 touchdowns.
No. Daylans got
Bama
to
is
think
gonna
about
get
Florida
their-
State.
Yeah, but you know what? You know what's funny? I'd be the one guy to stick out like a sore thumb in a fucking fantasy league. I've never done fantasy ever in my life, but if I did, you know who my first running back would be?
Devontae Freeman.
No, Delvin Cook. Hell,
Oh, yeah.
Delvin Cook. Because guess what? If you taking rookies, he's the one that I like.
Now,
That's one
let
of
me
my
tell you
money
something.
Florida State? No, I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something.
He is one of the better looking
Memphis
guys.
and Louisiana.
Fuck Fournette.
Monroe.
Fuck Leonard Fournette.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm not-
You know what? You
That's a whole.
No, his backup
you
last
bowed
year
out.
was
You
better
bowed
than
out last
Fournette.
half of the season.
Memphis against
love.
Louisiana Monroe. Louisiana Monroe is decent. Memphis is they score a lot of points. They don't have their quarterback is they got 2 quarterbacks. So if you got 2 quarterbacks, you don't have one. So
Or if you're Cleveland, you have 0. So.
yeah, you know what I mean. I'm on the fence. I might stay away from that one. Arizona
That might be a
State.
good over.
Arizona State against New Mexico
You
State.
might stay away because they don't let you do a 45-team parlay. Dude.
Nah, you
Tell the truth. You're telling people the fucking truth.
Yeah, so what are you looking at? 16 or a 5 teamer?
I'm looking at a 5. I'm doing 3 teams the first day, 4 teams, 4-leg parlay, and then Ohio State. I'm looking at 4 on the 31st.
I mean, the good thing to do is to do like a 5 and leave 1 for the second day. That way, if you hit the first 4, you can back up.
No, I want my money that day because you know what? It's something about the stroke of midnight that fucks you up because you'll have everything going like I did that one time where I had 9 team parlay on one day, and then the next morning, like once you sleep,
Nick,
You're stressing that last game.
Yeah.
I've done that.
Mark can vouch for me. Sometimes I don't even want to make a parlay of an NFL Sunday of a 10:30 game and a 1 o'clock game. I want the 10:30 game by themselves, and I want the 1 o'clock night. And God bless, I ain't put a goddamn Monday night game on that fucking Sunday parlay. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
I ain't fucking doing it. I want my shit now.
Yeah, that's where the gray hairs come from.
If I win, then maybe I'll do whatever I do for Monday night and Sunday night. But that shit.
And I always give this advice to anybody: if you're going to put your bets in, don't do it the day where there's a long ass line, because you will change your mind 17 times. And even like, okay, I'm going to take this game off, I'm going to add this one because this yackle up here thought it was a good idea.
Look, yeah. Arizona State against New Mexico State. New Mexico State is horrible.
Arizona State.
You know what? We can, all of us, and if we get 5 more guys, we could start at New Mexico State. And they'll still be UNLV.
I didn't see the paper. I didn't see the paper, and somebody can say, "Hey, I saw it." I can tell you, Bill. But what's the over under for UNLV this year?
5.5.
5.5.
What is it?
5.5.
I'm taking the under.
5.5 games.
5.5 wins.
Anybody else watch the
I'm
local
going-
news?
I'm
They've
going
been pumping
6.
this new quarterback. I mean, is it?
Yeah.
How many
It's
games they
UNLV
play?
at
12 or
9%.
13? How many games they play? 12 or 13?
You know what? I want.
11.
Listen. I want UNLV to do well,
Well, none of
but
us
they
are really
just
fans.
don't have. Like I went to.
We haven't been good since we had Randall Cunningham.
No, they were good. They were
No,
good.
but
They haven't been good since they had Suge Knight.
But Jeff, the past
This is
10
also
years,
the same.
the past 10 years, they've been so horrible. Can they actually? I mean, like it's a point where like this year they can't actually be as bad as they've been. So they've been.
No, the team's going to get better for one simple reason. They got that Fertitta money coming in right now.
Yeah, but you know what? That only goes so far.
Jesus Christ!
That goes so far.
You and your Green Valley shit.
Yeah.
But
I live near South Point now, so.
You know what? Hey, you know what?
Still
we touched on it before.
No,
with
no,
the
no.
race
Technically,
segment, but I love fajitas.
I'm a
I
block
love
away from
fajitas. They're so good.
Yeah.
Steak, chicken,
What about
peppers.
cannolis?
Yummy.
cannolis.
Cannolis.
Get this grab cannolis.
So,
Hey, do you guys think Eastern Michigan is 12.5 points better than Charlotte?
Daylans,
Charlotte is garbage.
Help me out.
Charlotte is decent.
Daylans.
They were all freshmen last year.
Yeah.
Them kids were all freshmen last year.
But is Eastern Michigan an MAC team? Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they're a
They
Tuesday.
play-
They're a Tuesday night team, right?
Yeah.
ESPN.
They're solid.
Midweek action, baby.
Right. So well, that's a different curve. Those teams.
I want to see the number of
because
this game.
what
Because I've
conference
even
did
looked.
your quarterback who won 2 Super Bowls come out of?
Mac, bitches.
So be careful. That
Miami of
conference-
Ohio.
I love the MAC. I love the MAC and the Sun.
So you take they're getting points, right? You should
12 and a half.
So
Now, is Washington 33 points better than Rutgers? I don't think so.
last year, but that's this
No way. 33 points? That's a lot.
But Daylon, half of the fucking goddamn problem with these first week spreads is that
You don't know who they are.
because last
And
year
they're,
first week,
playing in Washington, so you
No.
got Rutgers flying halfway, all the way across country.
no, but last
Yeah.
year first week is one.
No,
This
Washington's
year,
flying to
it's
go.
like,
Washington's going to
Yeah,
Rutgers.
that's a little different then.
Now, what do you guys think about this Wisconsin versus Utah State? Utah State's solid. They have been
What are they getting, Daylon?
37 points.
Too much.
That's way too much. You know,
But-
the
but-
first half they might be up 16
But
points.
is that not a game you wait till an hour before when it's 38?
I would throw that-
39 and a half.
I
and
would
you
throw.
take-
I would.
you
I
take
would throw
the
that.
extra touchdown.
I would throw that in the $25
You know what I
parlay.
mean?
I would throw that in the $25 14 parlay.
or tees.
Yep.
Or super tees. The great card.
Now, Northern Illinois versus Boston College. Northern Illinois is supposed to be back this year. Out of the MAC, they're supposed to be back.
But the way Boston College behaved under. That's it. Because
That
Boston
game
College
is-
loves defense and loves to give no offense.
Northern
enough to
Illinois
win
by
the game.
2. By 2. Because the casinos are too cheap shit to put the point totals up. They think.
Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I think Colorado. They took Colorado versus Colorado State off the board.
Because the coaches, somebody got hired. In
The-
the NFL, somebody got hired in the
yeah,
NFL.
Colorado State's got a new coach, a new offense, and they won't let press into the practice. They won't let anybody.
And
in.
who was the team that climbed its way last year that fell short? Was it Colorado?
Colorado.
Colorado. So yeah, dicey. It's dicey.
It's dicey.
So that is a Mark. Back me up for coming on
hey,
moron. That one you just don't.
That
Well,
one.
you're a moron, but
But that one you leave off because of the
that one.
the
That one you just
fluctuation.
throw a baseball bet in there and stay off that fucking game.
You want to bet that? You bet it by itself. You don't put it on that
Yeah.
five that you're dreaming of for your fucking lottery.
All right, but you know what? Anyway, it's our
Get
favorite
that
time
real
of
estate
year.
agent in your bed.
Hey, you know what? It's our favorite time of year, and we're trying to make some money. You know what? I'm gonna start my stack this year with $2,000, and you guys can track me. We're gonna start with 2,000 and see what we end up with for the Super Bowl, and then we'll make the prop bets like we did before. Last year,
Prop bets.
last year I was on fire with the prop bets. So let's do that.
But I won but I put all my money on the Pats
I'm
and the
pissed.
overs.
I
so-
never took the overtime bet for the Super Bowl.
Oh, look.
Who hit that? Nick? Who hit that?
Jeff, who the
Or how
fuck
about
did it?
the missed
No, but
extra
I never even put anything on it. It
No,
was-
but as you said, overtime. Nobody put it. Fucking.
I know, but all I had to do was put $20 down. I would have been fucking sitting
No,
good.
second half is not
I
overtime,
did.
motherfucker.
But anyway, hey,
overtime
Oh,
was
no,
like,
no, the
Go
overtime
overtime.
prop. No,
And
he
the
said
missed extra
overtime
point
bet.
was a fucking huge one.
the next 3 Super Bowls will have overtime.
So I got something I want to bring up. I want to address. So enjoying this atmosphere. Some people I know, some people I never met. Enjoying it all.
Well, nice to meet you too.
And nice to meet you three, my friend. But the outside, beautiful, 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 beautiful fucking pool.
Beautiful pool.
Beautiful pool.
The best pool ever.
And for Dominic and Jalen over there, Daylans, excuse me, Jalen. He's a fucking
Are you
idiot.
banging Mollywood?
No, but the Triple H Stephanie, the fake doctor. But I have a question while we're real quick. Nobody touched on it. Nick, you hosted us. I really appreciate you hosting us, and thank you for having me. As much of a pain in the ass as I may be, but nobody addressed this, and nobody can answer this like you can. But it's going on. Some people don't want to hear about it. They're more than welcome to go take a piss.
No, this is gonna be a good one. I'm sticking around.
Kyrie and LeBron. Because nobody, even I, before I watched this show, before I met you, I knew you were Cleveland, and that's your town, and I don't give a fuck. I'm going to voice it, and I'm going to tell it straight up, and some will like it, some will hate it. But
What's up?
nobody addressed this today, but Kyrie and LeBron and all this shit in the news. It's all bullshit. It's all hype, and they're gonna get together. They're gonna win one more championship.
I
They're
mean,
gonna
no,
put
we'll see. I mean,
they're gonna put the
Carmelo's
Warriors.
coming to
They're gonna
Cleveland.
put the Warriors in their place, or what?
Yeah,
No,
you don't
but
want-
Nick.
He's not going.
He's
to
a Stephon
Nick-
Marbury of
Nick-
this generation.
what-
You know,
what is
wherever
your
he
take?
goes,
Is that not fair?
I think you know as much as I know about. But I mean, my take on it is
No, but you're
my personal take
that's
on
He
it.
not
wanted to.
So-
He wanted to.
Yeah.
George
My point-
Paul was like,
Well, no,
If Kyrie
he
leaves,
took the-
if Kyrie
he
leaves
didn't
and he goes
do
to
the
say,
right
I don't
My
want
point
to
is, I'm
Minnesota
not
the
gonna
Timberwolves.
reason he stayed with New York was
Nick, I'm not a fan.
And
So
his-
getting
and his
rid of
well, now
apart is
ex-wife
okay
wanted
with
to
me,
stay
but
in
you're
New
a
York.
fan. So what is the best
Now he has to
option for
watch it
you?
getting fucked on power.
Keep it together one more year.
Yeah,
because-
Kyrie sticks around. If he goes and plays for the Minnesota Timberwolves or wherever the fuck he goes,
But after this year-
another player on a team that didn't make the playoffs. And that's the truth. If he wants to sniff the finals ever
True,
again,
but
he needs to stay
Minnesota
right where he's
did
at.
make some.
But
good
LeBron's
moves, and he would be
leaving.
the man on that team.
Oh, yeah, but he's
Nick-
not the guy that's going to get past Golden State or the Cavs.
Nobody's gonna get past Golden State.
Nick,
Or the Cavs.
Nick,
Or
is
the Cavs.
LeBron,
Nobody's
leaving,
gonna
is
get past
LeBron
anyone.
leaving after this year?
How do I know-
LeBron's
how
gonna
can
be a
anybody know
Laker.
that?
Yeah, but how can you
How
be
can
a
anybody know
Laker?
that?
You have a better chance to win championship as a Cav in the East than you do.
Laker.
Yeah, but you may not even make it to the championship because
Look,
the Warriors are going to
LeBron's
beat
gonna
you.
join Golden State, so he'll get another fucking ring.
That's possible.
I'm the biggest
He's
LeBron
still-
lover.
If LeBron goes to Golden State, the only people that are fucking champion
possible.
are white people, Jeff.
That would
But
just
if he goes to Golden State,
If he
and
does
the
that, if he
fucking
did that,
Lakers,
that would just be the end of the NBA.
That'd be the first 82-0 team.
Yeah, it'd be the end of the NBA. It'd
So
be a
basically,
joke.
you
Yeah.
bet against them every single time. The
Jeff,
one they lose, you
if
get
he
him
goes to
paid.
Golden
And free
No, that's going to be the only
agency.
84 though. He don't even play fucking 84 goddamn games.
No, that's not gonna work that way.
Who was that guy?
Nick, I know it sounds.
No, dude, I mean,
I'm
see what
because
happens.
this shit has been.
I don't know what the fuck LeBron James is going to do a fucking year and a half from now. Nobody knows that, dude. We have no idea. If he
he's
wins,
out.
he
He's
loses,
gone.
who
I
knows?
know what he's gonna
He's
do.
retired.
He's gonna ask somebody why
You
they
blame
fucking his
Kyrie for
mom.
his behavior. No. Yes or no?
Fuck Kyrie,
No.
he's a flat earther.
Yeah, Kyrie's an idiot.
Kyrie
Guy fucking ran around with
is-
no
Yeah,
shirt
but
on,
LeBron. Yeah, but LeBron's
Hold on.
more of a moron.
LeBron James is gonna be. This is exactly what LeBron James is gonna be doing in a year and a half. Hey man,
whatever the fuck he wants to do.
why
Counting
you
his
fucking,
money?
why you fucking my mom? Stop fucking my mom.
Okay. Lonzo, get the fuck off of her.
Hey. You know what?
LeBron James-
I love me some Lonzo Ball.
LeBron James can win a championship every time.
Yeah,
Who's gonna
Because you
who's
finally
gonna
find
get
a
the
dude in the
rookie
media
deal?
his
Lonzo
mouth
or
is bigger
LeBron?
than yours, Daylon.
Huh?
You finally find a dude in the media his mouth is bigger than yours.
Hey, you know what, man? I just anybody that
Oh,
takes
he's
on the
funny.
system, I'm with you. You know what? If you stand up against the machine, I'm with you. Even if it eats me, I don't give a fuck. I'm with you.
I'm with him because you know what? I don't care. Even
'Cause
if
you know what?
Even if I was black, Stephen A. Smith would still piss me off. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? Oh,
I don't
he
like
does.
Stephen A. Smith
I don't like
either.
Stephen A. Smith.
Oh, Stephen
Ain't
A's
my
gonna
fault.
be at MGM
Yeah.
at 5:30 in the morning. Get drunk and go fuck with him.
And that's why
You
your
want to?
that's why
Okay,
your
then.
little brother looking like will be there. Josh.
Right on, man. So yeah, that's college football
Yeah,
and
that's
fucking
all right.
Kyrie
Hey,
and
we-
Yeah,
Well,
I'd like to be better if
Hey.
Whitlock was there, that big fat Garfield-looking motherfucker.
Garfield.
Jason Whitlock. Yeah,
Oh,
fuck Steve Harvey, even though I still watch Family Feud.
aren't you like Jesus Christ,
I
guys?
hate him as a person, but he's a good host.
Shut up and play one more year. Go and
We'll see
go
what
try to
happens.
beat the Warriors. I mean,
We'll see what
it's
happens.
But you know what? Kyrie.
Last year was the rubber match. Man. What else do you guys
You know
want?
what? Kyrie
But
is.
if Kyrie doesn't leave, there's no way. Even if they try to not get in a play, they're going to get in a play. They're going to be the team. That's,
First
I
off,
mean,
it's the Eastern Conference, so it's very easy
Well,
to get to the playoffs.
Yeah. Go to playoffs.
the conference that always
Yeah.
seems the easiest
Hey, Jeff,
ends up
what's-
losing in the fucking. Ends up winning the shit usually.
Jeff,
Because everybody was like,
what's
whoa,
LeBron?
the West is so
Then
tough.
who you got? You got the Celtics. You got
won.
the Wizards. 'Cause I'll take the
Yeah.
fucking Wizards.
What's
Oh,
wrong?
yeah, I'll definitely take
The Wizards are good. I'm gonna tell you
No,
something.
I said once LeBron leaves, then who? Then because the
The
Cavs-
Celtics.
Sorry.
Cavs are done.
But once
Yeah.
LeBron leaves, Kyrie gone. Kyrie's going to be gone. Unfortunately.
That's the
Even if
thing.
he
Fucking
stays.
respect the
LeBron.
Then who you got? You got Celtics to win.
Hey,
I'll take-
at least
I'll take
Kevin
fucking
Love
John
got a
Wall
ring.
and fucking Beal.
LeBron could
Yeah.
go to. You pick the worst fucking team in the
And
NBA.
LeBron, they're 40 games better with LeBron.
LeBron could go there and they're going to make the playoffs.
Suck.
Kevin,
Let's just be
Let me
happy
tell you
that
something.
Kevin
I love
Love,
Carmelo.
he's got one ring.
If they had Carmelo in their last finals, they would be.
You don't pick out Dennis Smith Jr. instead of this fucking French guy.
look at you, love.
Remember